is out and Bilal is in now. We have now a good bowling strong side.
All the best. Give us a good game.
Thank you.
Ikram, of course, you've said that quite a few times. The toss doesn't matter. But are you happy with bowling first?
Yeah, our national team players are back in the squad. We have the likes of Shani, Khabar, and Nestor. So we are quite happy to bowl first, restrict the opponents, and have a planned target to chase.
Yeah, with the new players coming in, I'm sure it'll breathe a lot of confidence in the team as well. So how are you looking forward to this game?
Yeah, it is an exciting contest, a kind of a must-win game for us. So the boys are all geared up and we're ready to perform.
Any changes, of course, after the new players coming in?
Yeah, we don't have any major changes apart from Shani, Khabar, and Nestor coming in. Yeah, in place of Imran, Yagnik, and Chaitra.
All right, give us a good game.
Thank you.
Right, so the news from the centre is that Amerat Royals have won the toss and decided to bat first.
Amerat Royals, they won the toss and they said they're going to bat first, just as predicted by Mikhail Vaswani while he was at the pitch. And the moon's out as well. From one side the sun is shining, the other side moon. These are the two sides that will be shining today. Akshay Patel for Amerat Royals, Bilal Khan, Himal Tandel, Karan Sunavle, Khafidul Nabi, Mehran Khan, Pratik Attavle, the wicketkeeper, Rafiullah, the big hitter, Vinayak Shukla, Viren Patel and Yasir Ali. Very warm welcome, Mikhail, to the Combox.
Good afternoon, Suhas, and good afternoon to all our viewers. For Darsait Titans, good news coming in. Nesta Damba and Cover Ali have been drafted. The national players have now come back into the playing 11. Amanpreet Singh, he's been shining as well. Arjun Rajkumar, Rajesh Kumar, Chaitra Tanki, Chaminda Lakmal, Ikram Sadat, the captain, Josh and Vincent, Ubaidullah did well in the last game as well. Sachin Kumar Jagra, watch out for him. So a very good playing 11 here. Amerat Royals winning the toss and electing to bat first. So as I had a look at the wicket, it looks fair enough to be called a sporting wicket. Just get the impression as the game progresses, it may just get a little tricky for the batsman.
The reason you say it's going to get tricky for the batsman is it because you see the cracks open up a little bit more and the ball deviating when it falls in?
That's one reason, yes, and we have to not discount the fact that 9 matches have already been played. So this is a completely used pitch. We are bringing these pictures to you live from Oman, courtesy ITW Prod-G, and we are enjoying every moment of our broadcast and the quality of cricket on display as well, from the scenic, from the mesmerizing country of Oman. Just coming back to the track, it will give bowlers an equal opportunity as well. Stroke making won't be easy from back of the length.
Yeah, it's a beautiful country, isn't it? It has its own colors and flavors and smells, and it just changes all throughout. Different colors of dawn, different colors of dusk, everything make it more beautiful, and in between we play cricket as well. Ikram Sadat ensuring that everyone's on the same page. And out come the two umpires.
Navneet Krishna and Mujahid, the two umpires officiating in this game. Navneet Krishna was also part of the umpiring panel for the D20. A bit of experience here, but the customary huddle that we always see with every team walking into the field. Good to see Cover Ali. He's not captaining the side. Usually Zishan Maqsood does it. It's a strong team now. They need a win. They've got the men to do that as well.
I won't be surprised as the game progresses. You would see Zishan Maqsood as well quietly putting in a word to Ikram Sadat saying, can we just tweak the field a little bit? Out come the two batters for Amerat Royals. Alright, it's important to have a great start, and that's what Amerat Royals have believed in from the word go. Akshay is out there, and Akshay has already been a player of the match. Just tells you in such good form he's in. And along with him would be Pratik.
Yes, Akshay Patel and Pratik Attavle in that last game of theirs produced some fireworks up front. Well, you talk about Zishan Maqsood. He's very much in that playing 11, making the changes as well. You cannot keep him out of action. Remember the D20, he did hurt his finger, but each time he found a way of coming back into the ground and playing and making himself available.
Absolutely. One hand was literally deemed unusable for him for a while, but he was there ensuring that the players warmed up properly. He became the coach. It's always great to have someone with such experience around you, isn't it? You as a cricketer, budding or otherwise, can discuss so many shades of life and cricket with him.
Oh, yes, and immediately with the introduction of Zishan Maqsood as skipper in the playing 11, you'll see a change in tactics. You have spin operating up front here for Darsait Titans. That's what Zishan Maqsood brings in. A lot of mind, a lot of interesting changes as well.
Akshay Patel. He'll be at the non-strikers end though to start with. And when he gets to the strikers end, almost everything is in the striking distance for him.
Last evening on national duty, and today he turns up for his franchise side. That's the commitment most of the cricketers here have.
All he had to do was cross the border, isn't it? Cross the border, change the jersey.
Absolutely, Suhas.
And he's going to open the bowling as well. And that's an interesting call, isn't it?
Yes, usually you see Sachin Jagra or Ubaidullah with a new ball, but this time the captain has introduced himself up front. So you have a short fine leg, you have a square leg, you have all the fielders inside the circle on the offside, and then you do have a fielder at deep mid wicket, rather cow corner, and one at long on as well. So long on and deep mid wicket in position, as you're all set for ball number 1.
First ball, Zishan Maqsood. I will wait a little bit. Navneet Krishna. And play, says Navneet. Hurried onto a batter a little bit. First run on the board for Amerat Royals.
Oh yes, that was just hurled at him. It was a quicker delivery going with the arm, coming into the right-handed batter. This will be a good contest. We've seen Akshay Patel. He likes to play his shots, does not like to be dominated. But he's up against Zishan Maqsood, who likes to strike early.
The thing with Zishan Maqsood is that when he gets 1, he gets 2 and 3 very quickly. Especially in the shorter format of the game. This is the shortest though. Change in field for Akshay. He wants third man inside the circle and no fine leg whatsoever. Well, if that's the line in length, then he can afford to do that, isn't it? Akshay's off the mark though, and Amerat Royals will breathe easy now.
Yes, interestingly, they have a long off in place and a deep mid wicket. Now long off shifts to long on. So a lot of changes being made for both the batsmen in the field. Playing to a ploy, bowling to a field at the moment.
Well, that's in the slot. Fielder in the deep, cannot do anything about it. The first 6 of the game, the first 6 of the day. Zishan Maqsood misses the mark. Pratik doesn't miss out on the opportunity.
We keep talking about the danger Akshay brings to the table, but Pratik Athavale can make severe impact to that bowling department as well. Now that was straying down the leg side, and all he had to do was go down on his knees and help it over long leg. And the ball disappears once again.
Yeah, it took 3 fielders to retrieve the ball. 5 to search for it. 2 to narrow down the region that it actually went to and could be. Zishan's reply. That's what the world is waiting for. Or not if that's a short ball. That's in the gap as well. That'll be 4. Zishan's expecting the batter to dance down the track. He was quite content using the depth of the crease to put that away.
Zishan clearly is not finding that length at the moment. One was too full on the legs and this time too short into the right-handed with the angle. He just helped it once again towards the mid-wicket region between the cow corner and the square leg. Pratik's looking good at the moment.
Inside out this time. Go explore offside. 1 bounce into the fence. Pratik Athavale is widening his horizons. Is widening his array of shots.
There's absolutely no turn whatsoever. He's playing Zishan at the moment like a medium pacer. Pratik Athavale is looking in dangerous mood. This time pitched up once again outside off. And all he had to do was improvise over the vacant region over there. They've raced to 16. It's been a costly start here by Darsait Titans.
Terrific hitting from Pratik. Not sparing any delivery. And that's a poor delivery too. This is a result of what transpired for 3 regular deliveries before this. 5 more runs added to the tally. The ball's got to be re-bowled here.
The entire strategy here has backfired for Darsait Titans. Captain introducing himself into that first over and has conceded 21 in 5.
Oh, that's a clean hit too. This one's travelling. 6 more to end the over. What a terrific over this has been for Amerat Royals. Zishan will have a lot of thinking to do. 1 over gone, 27 for no loss. One over gone, 27 on the board. Akshay has got the best seat in the house to watch Pratik go haywire on the bowler. It's terrific to watch indeed. Ubaidullah has been handed the ball. Enough of experiment with starting with spin. He has thrown it to pace Ikram Sadat, at least from one end. Five men inside the circle on the off. Will he still go inside out? Not if that's the line. And then, oh, that should have been stopped. A little sloppy from the skipper. This was the final delivery of the previous over. And that needed some fetching. Because Akshay unleashed himself on this one. Rather, it was Pratik. Extension of arms. And it took a while to retrieve this one. Terrific hitter. Pratik, 21 of 5. Look how quickly and with minimum risk he's got to 21.
Oh yes, minimum risk, maximum runs here for Pratik.
Oh, that's cheekily done. That'll travel for 4. The first over was about power. This one's about placement, it seems. Pratik is a terrific cricketer indeed, and these are just glimpses.
32 runs already for Amerat Royals in 8 deliveries, and the bulk of the runs have come from the bat of Pratik. This time all he had to do was just roll his wrists and close the face of the bat to get that behind square. He's playing a very sensible innings, 25 of 6. This by far is the best performance in the power play overs so far by any team.
This is brilliantly done through the offside. No fielder moved. Reminds me of Squid Game for a moment. Nobody moved. Boundary collected. This one through the offside. 9 of the first 3, Mikhail.
Yes, and the body language of Darsait Titans as well. Just get to see a few drooping shoulders. They need to lift themselves up. They need a wicket. They need a breakthrough. Else Athavale at the moment is making merry in the middle. 29 of 7, 9 of the first 3. What's it going to be after 2 overs?
But this was swinging in a little bit. Didn't get it from the best part of the bat either. It's hit the batter and the stumps. Nothing wrong with what Ubaidullah did. It wasn't deliberate at all. He was targeting the stumps though. And confirmation of that will come through as Ubaidullah politely asks as he whizzes past the batter if he's alright.
Just like the way this ball came into the right-handed batter. It had nice shape on it. Ubaidullah sensing opportunity over there. But this is all within the fairness of the game. In fact, Pratik was more worried about protecting himself than getting into the crease.
Yeah, it's hurt his legs and he hasn't believed in running. Yes, Pratik looks alright though. Looks alright. Akshay wants that single, and that quick single will ensure that Pratik's alright. Would you believe one day Akshay would start to tee off with sixes, the other day he'll quietly play the second fiddle.
I was just coming to that, Suhas. Role reversals today in the middle. Akshay is playing second fiddle, and Pratik says, listen Akshay, I'll take up your role. We'll take a look at the field. It's a packed offside inside the 30-yard circle. You have backward, you have third man, short third man, backward point, backward square leg, short mid wicket, deep mid wicket, and a long on. Still one delivery to complete the power play.
Oh, much better. Pratik will pick up a single and farm the strike as well. 2 overs gone, 39 on the board. An ITW Prodigy production. We bring you these beautiful pictures of the sport. Thanks to ITW Prodigy production. And of course, we're having great fun bringing this to you as well. Nesta Thamba. I think that's been the ploy here for Ikram Sadat. One end, a spinner will operate. The other end, pacer. So just the 1 over for Zishan Maqsood was very expensive, isn't it?
Suhas, the question is, Shoaib and Ashok are co-commentators there. They'll be soon in operation. Shoaib's always on his phone, Suhas.
You're not the first one to complain. No complaints whatsoever. A gem of a person indeed.
Absolutely.
Behind the microphone.
Two very fine gentlemen, on and off the comm box. Just coming back to the changes being made in the middle. It'll be interesting to know who's making the changes. It'll be interesting to see who's making the changes. Is it Zishan or is it Ikram Sadat?
I'll tell you, the instincts of Zishan would be there when the game gets into crunch situations, but for the moment it's Ikram Sadat. You know that kid who knows in the chemistry lab how exactly to perform the experiment because an absentee is trying to perform the same, is a little itchy to tell him and at the same time not tell him as well? It's like that for Zishan.
You just made me nervous by talking about the chemistry lab. I would dread walking into the chemistry lab with all the acids pouring out of tubes and... But an acid test here for Darsait Titans, may I add. They've not yet won a game, and right now they're playing catch-up, conceding 39 in 2 overs.
Looks like you've read the manual from the board, the top of it to the end. I really like it, the acid test, the way you put it. Jagra, steaming in. This would have been the more conventional way to start, isn't it? Jagra, someone who's known his role really, really well.
The problem of conceding 40 in the first 2 is the time for recovery then becomes very difficult for a bowling side. 10 wickets in hand, I feel the license and the initiative now rests with the batting side.
Oh, absolutely. Just to add to that, we'll just wait for this delivery though. And that'll be for... this was scooped up. This is just form talking from Akshay. Any other day, mid-off would have been interested. Not when Akshay is in such tremendous form. Nothing wrong with what Jagra did there. You've got to pitch it up. I think he was aiming for long on.
I feel he had deliberately chipped this over mid-off. He was aiming for that region. It was more of a chip or a push to clear that infield. Planned shot.
Walking down the track. Protection in the deep in the shape of Ubaidullah. A single would be on offer. Just adding to what you had mentioned earlier in the over, Mikhail, you said conceding 40 in the first two. It's a different proposition for a bowler like Sachin now coming in. Of course, because he's inheriting a scorecard in which the team's in dire need of a wicket and in more pressure compared to when the game starts and when he gets the brand new ball in hand.
Absolutely. The damage is done initially.
Full toss to a man who's not missing out on even good deliveries. 6 is the right result for Prateek.
Oh yes, and in the process they get to 50 as well in only the third over. In 16 deliveries, they've raced to 51. That's the kind of start Amerat Royals have had in the D10 in this particular fixture of theirs. You talk about explosive starts, you talk about domination, you talk about pulverizing the bowling attack. Well, Prateek Athavale has just come in this evening and played some delightful shots on all parts of the ground. And this time as well, a full delivery into his pads. All he had to do was just get bat to ball. And that sailed into the stands once again. Wonderful hitting. And this is cricket of very high pedigree in the middle. And all shots have been cricketing shots. Make no mistake. It's not been slog. It's been a well-constructed 51 runs.
More runs and 6 more. I think he's just keeping the balance in the world right. 1 on the leg side, 6, 1 on the off.
Was that a no-look shot? For a moment I thought Prateek was not even following that ball after he hit it. Most batsmen these days, batters, prefer the no-look shot. I just like the way he plonked his foot forward. And did he follow it after hitting it?
Not clue from that angle if it's a no-look shot or not, but it is, yes, look at me kind of a shot. Oh, it was a no-look shot indeed. Oh, that's beautifully done. The first was about power. This is a deft touch. The thing about this 61 runs scored so far is all of them have been risk-free. Amerat Royals after 3, 61 for no loss. Khabar Ali to bowl the 4th over, and that'll be his first in the game as well. 3 spin overs then in the first 4, 1 for pace. Ball has been dispatched to all parts of the ground. Dispatched there, be it spin or pace. Khabar Ali desperately needs to take a wicket for his side.
He's been the game breaker, the crisis man in the bowling department for Darsait.
Oh, that's good bowling. Starts off well. The call's for 2. The call is for 2. The ball went only as far as the edge of the 30-yard circle and 2 runs were stolen. That's because it was deliberately hit with soft hands to allow time for Akshay and Prateek to cover the 22 yards twice.
And this is where I'm stressing on the fact that the energy for Darsait Titans has been missing in the field. They have practically stolen an extra run right in front of them. Some bounce there for the spinner. But what a start it's been for Amerat Royals. And what a performance by Prateek Athavale. Look at that bounce. Just taking off from the good length spot.
The length is what the batter needs to be concerned about now. If that is a clean strike. Long gone, long off. No, that's gone longer.
Oh yes, and he knew it the moment he got bat to ball on this one. He was so sure. There's so much of forearms that comes into the picture when Akshay is batting. So much of power and timing behind it. I've not seen him have a miss hit so far in the D10. Once again, just clears that left foot of his. May not have been a very conventional straight drive, but his eyesight, the hand-eye coordination, full marks there.
But this time targeting the leg side, wants to exploit the gap in the cow corner, will get 4. Just when you mentioned you haven't seen him miss-hit a ball, that probably wasn't from the middle of the bat, but it just tells you that this man's got power and placement both.
Let me tell you, fans, this is not book cricket. This is not EA cricket. This is the fan code Oman D10, and two batsmen have turned mavericks in the middle. 73 in 3.4. These are unreal numbers.
This is huge. As a fielder in the deep, you've got to be 10 yards or 15 yards behind the rope now. You have more chances of getting the ball. This is getting troublesome for Darsait Titans because 6 innings also coming very easily now to both the batters.
We are witnessing absolute carnage here at the Oman Cricket Academy, and we could possibly be staring at the highest total as well by a team. This was clobbered into the cow corner region.
Straight down the ground this time. This still is challenging for the fielders. 2 more runs taken. This is exquisite batting. They're not only concentrating on the singles, the sixes, the boundaries, but twos as well, pushing themselves hard. 4 overs gone, 81 for no loss. Nestor Damba. And will pick up a single here. Prateek moves on to 49.
What both these batters have done is they have flattened Darsait Titans' hopes at the moment. They are clueless. They really don't know how they can get a wicket from here on. 82 for no loss in 25 deliveries. I've not seen this kind of a score in a long time, Suhas. I remember playing a little bit of gully cricket where we would reach to these numbers, but they have made 6 hitting so easy and effortless and very cricketing as well in all of it.
I think he's going to target straight here. What do you feel, Mikhail? Oh, he does go straight. And that might join us here in the commentary box. Just below us. Wow, that was a treat to watch indeed. 6 more.
And I'll tell you what, if you're seeing the dugout as well, you have Rafiullah padded up, which means now it's going to be runs galore. This has been an innings of very high caliber and pedigree from both the batters. If you thought Prateek Athavale had decided to be into a murderous mood, Akshay Patel as well has joined him. Unreal numbers on your screen, 88 and 4.2. No, it's not a problem with the graphics. There's a problem with the bowling of Darsait Titans at the moment. They've leaked runs.
The moment you said that, I know Yasin in the PCR is smiling. The graphics is alright. Now he's picking up the singles as well because Akshay wants to be at the other end to see more onslaught.
What numbers. If I'm in that Amerat Royals dugout, I'll be sipping on some cola at the moment.
And that single will push him to 50. A well-compiled half-century. 50 of just 15 balls. Terrific hitting from the word go. A standing ovation from the dugout. As they know they're witnessing history here. Prateek, what a cricketer.
And we are maybe staring at the biggest total in D10 history at the moment. And let's also give credit to the captain, Karan Sonavle. Look at that strike rate, 333.33. Oh, down the leg and 4 more. Problems plenty here for Amerat Royals. Beg your pardon, for Darsait Titans. They've just not found the line, not found the length, and not found a wicket as well this evening. It's been one-way traffic, and the Oman Cricket Academy is feasting on some wonderful hits from the bats of Prateek and Akshay.
The problem for the Darsait Titans over here is that Amerat Royals are not only managing 4s and 6s, they're managing 5s as well.
95 runs and as many as 27 deliveries, 28.
And we just witnessed a dot ball. I think that deserves a replay too. It's very, very rare.
Gold dust for Zishan at the moment.
That's high and handsome as well. 100 comes up for Amerat Royals. This has been an opening stand for the years. And this will be talked about for a long, long time, as long as these sixers that they're hitting. Akshay moves on to 40. 5 overs gone, 101 for no loss.
If you've just tuned in and you're seeing these numbers on your screen, they are for real. 101 in 30 deliveries for Amerat Royals. There are teams who struggle to get 100 in 10 overs, but Amerat Royals have got it in 5 already. And once again, it's that batsman, Pratik Athavale, who's taking things into his own hands. Take a look at the 6 once again from the bat of Akshay Patel. It's only raining 6s here. We are peeking into summer, but it's raining 6s in the Oman Cricket Academy. What a 5 overs it's going to be, and to take you through it, it's going to be Shoaib Ahmed and Ashok Purohit.
Thank you, Mikhail. Well, we come in the com box and the action still continues. Action replay is what it is all over again. Akshay Patel is on a roll. He's on fire and nobody can stop him right now.
Absolute carnage there. Absolute carnage. One more 6. It's raining 6s over here at the Oman Cricket Academy.
This time, the ball was bowled a little wider, but the result is exactly the same. Playing it straight down the ground. He's so good playing downtown. Akshay Patel. That's gone all the way, and that's his 50. Akshay Patel, number 45. A big fan of Rohit Sharma. I'm sure if he's watching somewhere, he'll be proud of this young man.
Absolutely. Both the openers matching each other. One goes after another bowler, the other follows him.
This time he's gone up in the air. Fielder coming underneath it. A lot of pressure, but he'll manage to get hold of that. Ubaid strikes with that catch. And Amanpreet Sira, the youngster, has delivered the goods for the team. A final wicket, a wicket which was needed, has been delivered by Amanpreet.
Finally, some consolation there for the bowlers. Amanpreet picks up a wicket. Ubaid judges it well, takes it high, and Akshay Patel goes back after a blitzkrieg. 50 of 18. Amerat Royals 112 for 1 in 5.4.
मुश्किल नहीं है यही प्रेशर है जरा शाबाश.
Amanpreet Sira will continue and will be looking for a wicket or two more. And in comes a reverse sweep, diving effort, just falling short of the fielder there, Jagra.
Wicket of the successive ball, plays a second switch, shot there, just falls short of the play there.
Again, straight down the ground, fielders will not be able to stop that. So even after that wicket, the carnage continues, the onslaught continues, and Pratik has now taken that responsibility with both hands. 55 for him of 18, and the score after 6 overs is 116 for 1.
openers blitz. Pratik Atavale is still unbeaten on 55 of 18. Akshay just got out for 50 of 18. 116 for 1. New batsman Rafiullah joining.
Well, that's a dangerous ploy from Amerat Royals, promoting Rafiullah. We know how dangerous he is. Bowlers have been used, almost all bowlers, 7 of them. And look at the economy rates. That economy is like the stock exchange right now. Everything in double digits. Rafiullah, the new man. Right-handed batsman, dangerous batsman. And this is the perfect platform for him to come out and explode. The pressure will definitely be on Ubaid, the man on your screens right now. Where is he going to bowl?
Would try a Yorker, but it's a short ball and he gets him. Clean bowls Rafiullah. That's a strike, much needed strike there. Rafiullah clean bowl there by Ubaid. Comes back with a fine delivery. Rafiullah going for a big hoik, misses the line and is castled.
Well, a good comeback in this game from Darsait Titans. That was a length ball. And Rafi completely missing that line of the ball and the ball crashing onto the stumps. You miss, I hit. Rafiullah gone for a golden duck. Amerat Royals 116 for 2 now. So 2 wickets down. Karan Sonavle is the new man in, the skipper, in at number 4. So a lot of batting in that Amerat Royals setup. Of course, Akshay was not available in the D20 season, but as soon as he's come in the side, this side looks like a different team altogether.
Absolutely. Leading from the top. He has played some extraordinary shots today. Ubaidullah getting some normalcy there for Darsait Titans. A single there.
Let's look at that Rafiullah dismissal. It was in the slot a little quicker than what Rafiullah expected. And that brought his downfall in a way. Pratik to Ubaid will be bowling. And that's gone high in the air. He's not middled it. Fielder will not reach there in time. That's poor fielding, poor approach, poor intent. Nothing great about that effort. Joshin completely missing the ball, starting late. And when you do that, you are never on time.
You have to take these chances, Shoaib. And that of Pratik, who has been in a murderous form here. Goes for a big one. Goes high, doesn't get the distance. And the fielder failing to reach the ball, in fact. Doesn't even collect properly there. Pratik now on 56 of just 19. Karan Sonawale, the new batsman.
.3, 118 for 2. Again, up in the air. Fielder coming underneath it and will not reach there. Ikram Sadat was very close to the ball. Was already there, but for some reason did not go for the catch. And this is not working well for the Darsait Titans. They just had that fielder replaced. Joshin was the previous fielder who couldn't reach there on time. And now it's Arjun Dhiman, and he still couldn't make it.
There was a bit of confusion there. Two players converging for the catch. And finally it lands in a no man's land there.
This time he's played that towards the cow corner. Apologies, it is Arjun, not Arjun Dhiman. Arjun Dhiman is from Kuer Warriors. His namesake here playing for Darsait Titans. And as we see, Navneet Krishnan, the umpire, says that it's a no ball, free hit signalled.
Another chance for Pratik to go big. A free hit coming up. Ubaid coming back. And this time Pratik goes wide. Beats the fielder there for a boundary.
Well, 4 more on the free hit. Made full use of that license to go for it. Pratik scoring 60. And we might see the first 100 of D10.
Could be. If he goes like this, there's no stopping him.
126 in just 6.5 overs. Last ball of the over coming up. Pulled, and that will go up and into the hands and out of his hands. Nestor Dhamba should have taken it. Nothing going right for the Darsait Titans. Opportunities being created, 3 of them in this over, but none were completed. Pratik Athavale is still out there in the middle. 7 overs gone, 127 for 2.
How costly the drop would be, one has to see. Pratik going very strong. 21 balls, 61 runs. Nestor Dhamba there, the fielder. Amanpreet coming back to complete his spell. He's conceded 15 runs in his opening over.
And that's still better than the other bowlers who've bowled. He's also got a wicket, Amanpreet. Big hoik towards the mid-wicket, going for the catch, not able to stop the ball, and that will go for another 4. Boundaries and 6s raining here at the Amerat Oman Cricket Academy. And there's a cyclone out there in the middle, and it's called Cyclone Pratik.
He's been in absolute murderous form today, taking on the bowlers. Again hits it, and it's a catch there. Finally Pratik is caught by Nestor. The reprieve which he handed him over before, this time doesn't make a mistake, Nestor, and Pratik has to depart for a scintillating 65.
Well, you have to give credit to the young Amanpreet. He's been bowling with a lot of conviction. This time he bowled it way outside off, was not in the reach of Pratik Athavale, and he just sliced that towards the point for an easy catch. Nestor Dhamba does the rest. Pratik is walking back after scoring a blistering 65 of just 23 deliveries. Amerat Royals are 131 for 3.
New batter Mehran Khan, the experienced all-rounder for Amerat Royals. Picks up a single of the first ball he faced of Amanpreet. Looking for second, but there is no second there. Amanpreet keeping it tight. Already picked up both the wickets that have fallen for Amerat Royals here today. 132 for 3 in 7.3 overs.
3 deliveries bowled so far in this over, and Amanpreet has just given 5. Well bowled again, flatter, but straight into the hands. Has it gone? Yes, it has. Zishan Maqsood has taken a blinder of a catch here. The captain leading from the front. He's not sure. He wants to take a look at the replay, and that is some good sportsman spirit as well. Well, from the looks of it, he's given a soft dismissal that it's out. We'll have to wait and watch. Both the batters are still out there in the middle.
Yes, the soft dismissal by umpire is out. Jishan diving forward and looks to have taken the catch cleanly. So it's a fantastic effort by the experienced Jishan Maqsood, who has just returned from his national duty playing the WCL in UAE. So third wicket falls. Wickets now falling quickly.
That's right. Karan Sonawale, the skipper, walking back. 132 for 4 now. Sonawale going 4 of 4.
Wait. Lakmal. Good one, Aman. आसान नहीं है भाई, आसान नहीं है अभी भी.
Here's the dismissal of all the 3 wickets that have fallen in Amanpreet's kitty. The first one, and then Prateek caught by Nestor, and skipper Karan taken brilliantly by Jishan. 3 for 21 in his spell. One more ball to bowl.
He's played that up and over the extra cover field, and no chance for anyone there. So that good over has been converted into a decent over thanks to that boundary of the last ball. The 4s and 6s continue for Amerat Royals as the wickets fall. 8 overs gone. The score looking really good. 137 for 4.
The openers have been the story of the evening. Prateek Katawale 23 balls, 65. Akshay Patel making half century of 18 balls. 137 for 4 in 8 overs. Sachin Jagra, after conceding 22 runs in his first over, brought back Mehran to face, and he goes for a big one this time, connects it very well, and it's a huge 6. Just past the scoreboard there. 6 coming in plenty there. Amerat Royals going past the highest D10 score with this 6 of Mehran Khan.
That was a big hit right from the middle of the bat. Mehran Khan, we all know, can hit a few. That's much better delivery to be bowling, especially in the death. A Yorker delivery will only get a single Mehran.
Records falling here on a Tuesday evening. A terrific Tuesday so far for Amerat Royals, who have won both the matches so far. This is the third match they're playing. 144 for 4 in 8.2 overs.
Of course, a very settled and happy dugout. They're enjoying the snack as well. They know they've got the runs on the board. They can't be taking anything lightly, and that's what Vinayak is doing. Innovation at its absolute best. They practice a lot these shots nowadays, and Vinayak has pulled out a rabbit out of his hat. Good looking shot.
Very cheeky shot, executed properly, and much deserving 4 runs for that. Vinayak 8 of just 2 balls. Amerat Royals 148 for 4.
Oh, that's an edge. Thickish outside edge this time. Same area, similar result. Sachin Jagra is smiling, but believe me, there are a lot of hidden emotions inside that man. That's gone, and that 4 will definitely rub salt to the wounds of the Darsait Titans.
Absolutely, Sachin conceding almost now 37 runs in his spell so far. Vinayak lucky there, 3 fours, 12 runs.
3 balls he's played, and he's got 12 runs on the board for himself. 152. Again looking to go for the scoop shot, but then later on decides that no, I want to target the square leg area. Does it with a lot of conviction, and the result, another boundary.
Picks up the slow ball very well there. Vinayak waits for the ball and then pulls it past the square leg for a stunning boundary there.
Well, so many boundaries and sixes hit Ashok. It's going to be a nightmare for our production team to get the highlights out. Every ball is a highlight in this innings.
Quite true. The openers definitely have laid the blitz for them.
Full toss, wanted to slice it. Beaten. A rare dot ball. We need to frame this ball. 9 balls, Amerat Royals, 9 overs, 156 for 4.
Amrit Royals racing towards a record total. It's been a fantastic, a fabulous evening so far. Ikram Sadat being brought in for the last over. And Amrat Royals would like to continue the carnage. The batters have done exceedingly well there. Led at the top by the openers, Akshay and Pranav.
Well, it has looked as if Darsait Titans have had no clue of where and how to bowl against the batters of Amerat Royals. Big heave. Oh, that has hit a non-striker Vinayak on its way to the long on fielder. It will just be a single, and he must have definitely hurt himself.
Vinayak seems to have got himself hurt with a strike from Mehran. Here's a replay for the last ball. Mehran goes for a big one, but hits it straight to his partner there at the non-striker's end, who manages to avoid the full blow, but has hurt his hand in the process.
Vinayak taking a drink and hopefully will continue to bat because he's been looking good. 16 of just 5 deliveries. 157 on the board already, Ashok.
They have taken the bowlers to the cleaners, I tell you, Shoaib here. No bowler had any clue what to do when Pranav and Akshay were going hammer and tongs against them. They hit the shots all across the parks and sixes rained.
Well, you've played cricket in your prime days as well. Not that they've passed, but I'm talking about the earlier days. I'm sure you wouldn't have imagined something like this happening, right? In 10 overs game, 150 on the board.
Not even in my dreams, Shoaib. We were the old school, playing the shots through the V, even lofting the ball over the covers would have been got a scolding from our coaches, So it's been a very different school in our times. But this is an astonishing, scintillating, sensational score here already. 157 for 4. One of the highest scores, and it's going to be the highest so far in the record books of Oman's D10 history.
Absolutely, you're right about that. It's a new book, the record book for Oman. And it's filling fast with so many records being made in the first edition itself. We already seen a 50. While we also see that the ball needs some attention.
That's some treatment the batters have done, not just to the Darsait Titan bowlers, but to the ball itself. The umpires looking to change the ball here. A content dugout there. Vinu Matthew, the manager there. Third umpire bringing in the box of balls. What a innings it has been so far, Shoaib. Akshay and Pranav leading the carnage on the top. They never let the bowlers settle down. The bowlers were dejected. They treated each bowler with disdain, deflated the attack straight from the first ball itself.
You're right. The attack has been brutal from Amerat Royals, and it has continued until this 9th over of the game. Last ball, last over. 5 more deliveries left. Vinayak is on 16 of 5.
Glad to see Vinayak all fine after having a treatment on his wrist.
Ikram continues. Short ball pulled, and it is going. It has gone, and it has gone out of the park. 6 more, half a dozen. Ikram is not happy.
The break definitely has helped Ikram. The ice pack didn't cool him. In fact, goes for a shot. Big pull there, and it almost reaches the next adjacent ground.
That was a good hit. Waited for it and then smashed it towards the square leg boundary. Full toss. This time he goes on the offside, and the result is exactly the same. Back-to-back sixes for Vinayak. He's come out, and he's come out with a vengeance. He's playing for himself, he's playing for pride, and he's playing for Amerat Royals. Beautiful hitting.
Fireworks all the way. Fireworks from the first ball we have seen. 169. What a total they are reaching, Amerat Royals. Absolutely in Royal box.
You're right, they're playing like Royals. Ikram under pressure. Again on the pads, flicked and flicked beautifully. One bounce into the fence for 4 more. Vinayak is on a roll. He's joined the party, and he's come out with a clear intent, one intention only, to play every ball out of the park.
32 of just 8 balls, and this is why he's on 32. What a flick. Perfect timing, and it reaches the boundary in no time. 173 for 4 now, Amerat Royals. This is astonishing hitting from the batters of Amerat Royals.
Two more deliveries to go. This time he goes for the Yorker. Much better ball from Ikram. Good comeback. And they have stolen a single right from under the nose of Darsait Titans.
This is what Amerat Royals are known for. They don't just rely only on sixes and fours. If there's a chance for a single, they go for it. And this is absolutely proper cricket. This is perfect cricketing sense. Change of the ends. Mehran takes the strike. And one more ball. The last ball of the match. How much would Amerat Royals set a target?
Wanted to go for a big hit. Hasn't timed it too well. Will only settle for a single. And that is a mammoth total. 175. And that is what Darsait Titans will need to chase in just 10 overs.
It's an unthinkable total here. 175 for 4 in just 10 overs. Amerat Royals, they have displayed a batting which has never been seen here in a D10 tournament here. This is the inaugural edition organized by Oman Cricket, and what a score of Amerat Royals. 175 for 4 just in 10 overs. Akshay and Pranav leading the carnage from the front with half centuries.
That's right. And now when Darsait Titans come out to bat, they'll have to score at 17.5 minimum per over. That is a tall ask. Of course, appreciation all around for Amerat Royals. The players have done really well. They say winning is a habit. It's a momentum builder. And that is exactly what Amerat Royals are doing. Pratik Athavle, 65 of 23. Akshay Patel, 50 of 18. And then there was this late big hitting from Vinayak Shukla, scoring 33 of 9 deliveries. 175 is what Amerat Royals have posted in their 10 overs.
Nothing for the bowlers there. Jishan Maxi conceding 27, Ubaidullah conceding 23, Sachin 41 of 2 balls, Kawar Ali 20 in his single over, Nestor Daman 19 of 1 over, Amarpreet Singh the only wicket taker 3 for 25. 175 for 4 is what Amerat Royals have put in. Darsait Titans chase 176 to victory. These are the highlights you see. This is the 6 and 6's reign continued. It was as if there was no stopping the batters. Both the openers tore apart the bowling attack of Darsait Titans. Here's one straight down the ground. No stopping there.
Oh yes, absolutely. Both the batters were really good, very impressive, and they continued the onslaught with every over. No bowler was spared except for Amanpreet, who was a bit expensive, but he was also amongst the wickets. He was taken for runs by Akshay Patel, who got his 50 in that over, but then fell. His wicket was lost immediately after that. Amanpreet Singh was able to get those wickets time and time again, and he was the one who actually tried to put some brakes on that run scoring, but not to be, because there was this one man called Vinayak who came out and hit the ball all around the park. Everywhere you bowled, the result was more or less the same. It was raining 4s and 6s from the bat of Vinayak. Darsait Titans will need 176 runs in 10 overs. We'll be diving into a short break, and when we are back, we'll be bringing you the run chase. So stay tuned.
SkyExchange.net presents fan code Oman D10. Amerat Royals taking on Darsait Titans, and we are coming to you live from Oman Cricket Academy. The first innings is done and dusted with. I'm Suhas Vedam, joined by Mr. Ashok Purohit. Warm welcome, sir.
Very good evening, Suhas. What an innings we have seen. One of the best batting display on this ground.
Absolutely, Amerat Royals in their allotted 10. Pratik Attavale, 65 of 23. Akshay Patel, 50 of just 18. A century opening partnership. Rafiullah departed the first ball that he faced. Karan Sunavle run a ball for him. Mehran Khan, what a six-hitter he is too. And Vinayak Shukla, of course, 33 of just 9 deliveries. This was an onslaught, a carnage. 175, so 176 required if the Darsait Titans want to win this one. Zishan Maqsood bowled only one over, and that was the first over. Went for 27 and never got to bowl again in this particular game. Ubaidullah in his 2 conceded 23 and picked up a wicket, and those economy rates were always high for every bowler who turned up. So that would mean 176 required in 10 overs for the Darsait Titans. 176 in 10 overs. It's not going to be an easy task. They need to come out and go all guns blazing here. And I really believe the top order will have to set the tone again. And they can borrow a leaf out of Amerat Royals' book here, the Darsait Titans.
Darsait Titan batters would need to play their skins out of there. And it has to be an absolute terrific start there for Darsait Titans if they have to come anywhere closer to Amerat Royals' target of 175.
Out come the 2 umpires. Just get a feeling, 176. How do they approach this, Mr. Ashok Purohit? Do they set themselves smaller targets, saying this is where we want to be, this is where we want to be in 6 overs, this is where we want to be in 4 overs?
There's no time there. 175 is a tall target. It's absolutely one of the highest score here in D10, and it is a target which they would like to go from the word go. They have to hit each ball. They have to score runs at a good pace. They have to hit as many sixes as they can. They have to be flurry of boundaries in their reply.
Well, some of the positives for the Darsait Titans would be that Khabar Ali, I beg your pardon, Khabar is back in, and he'll be opening the batting as well. And Khurram is in good touch too. This game's about how often can you find boundaries. 176. It's not going to be an easy task, but if there are 2 men who got to sign up for doing this, it has to be Khurram and Khabar. These would be the 2 chosen men for the Darsait Titans any day.
Yes, Khurram and Khabar have got a lot of responsibilities here. They need to start well. They need to ensure they don't lose wickets in the early overs. Amerat Royals definitely have a strong bowling lineup too. So they would be looking for an early inroads into the Darsait Titans batting lineup.
Khurram Khan, he's already got a player of the match as well in this tournament. Khabar Ali is going to play his first game in the tournament.
Coming fresh from his innings, good knocks there at the WCL in Dubai. Played a lead role there in one of the matches in Oman's victory.
There was once a time when Khabar Ali lifting the bat is one of the most ubiquitous scenes. You flip the newspaper, you see that picture. You're flipping through channels, people are talking about it. You scroll through Insta, you see that. Hamilton Dale. It'll be interesting to see how Hamilton Dale bowls in this particular game, because he's got a big cushion. First ball. Big swing and a miss, and you've got to be prepared to see a little bit more of this as well, because there's absolutely no time in this game of D10 anyways to get settled, and that target is daunting.
Yes, it's definitely a challenging target, and they need to get runs on board as quickly as possible. Khabar Ali Misses the first swing. This time almost edges it, and it's a...
No, he did. The shoulder of the bat has misbehaved here. Khabar Ali knows it now. Khabar departs without scoring. First wicket down. The Darsait Titans haven't started to score.
That's a big blow for Darsait Titans. They were relying a lot on Khabar Ali's experience and his stroke play, and here he fails to judge the line, tries to glide the ball but gets a thin edge for wicketkeeper to pick up a simple catch behind.
Khabar gone without troubling the scorers. 0 for 1.
Hemal Tandil getting the crucial breakthrough there. An important wicket of Khabar Ali. A lot depended on Khabar's stroke play today. The team had a lot of faith on him. They're expecting the national stars to hit form quickly in the D10. And here we have another experienced veteran, skipper of Oman national team, Jishan Maqsood. He has got a big responsibility today.
Zishan Maqsood's definitely got a point to prove as well. Was taken apart with the ball in hand. 27 runs of his over. And he's someone who loves to take on a challenge. Would it be his day today? Here's Tandil. Zishan launches this one in the skies and will get the result he wants as well. What a way to start. That smile says it all. 6 it is. This game's going to be such. 6-0.
That's exactly what Darsait Titans wanted from Jishan. A perfect start. A huge 6. Perfectly timed. What a flick. Uses the pace of the ball of Hemal Tandil and lobs it high and over the ropes.
That's a clean hit. He backed himself as well. Oh, that's got hard. That's got beautifully. That's a shot of the day. Standing tall, riding the bounce, putting it away in absolute disdain.
Absolutely. Jishan has shown his array of strokes in just these 2 shots. One on the leg and one on the offside. What a shot. Standing tall and cutting it over the point boundary for a huge 6.
This is terrific stuff. You give him room, he can do this as well. And this ball's traveling too.
2 6s, 2 balls. This is the start what Darsait Titans would like to. Chasing 175.
Zishan Maqsood, the way he walked in. There was pompous walk. Hemal Tandil has got to reconsider the fact that he's providing pace here. Change in pace might be the key. Let's have a look at the field set for Zishan Maqsood after 2 6s back to back. 4 inside the circle on the off. 5 legs inside the circle. There is a very wide long on. And of course there is a man patrolling just in front, a square in the deep. He will be key in case there is another shorter delivery. That's much better from Hemal Tandil. Zishan Maqsood picks up a single. Doesn't waste that delivery though, despite not connecting it. Let's have a look at the 2 6s that Zishan Maqsood walked in and smashed right away. That was the first one. And then this one. All class. Zishan Maqsood. He's just looked at it at the big screen as well. Might have fired him up even more.
Absolutely. The moment when he arrived on the crease, you could see a swag in his style. And here Hemal conceding 13, bowling the last ball.
Khurram's also got to go for the big swing. He's getting a word from Zishan. That is to target the straighter boundaries. It's the first ball he's facing. 1 over gone, 13 for 1. One over gone, 13 for 1. Our children, cricket fans of all ages are welcome. I think anything that can take the eyes of these children of the mobile phones that they have these days it's a treat to watch indeed. There you go. He's practiced a few moves and he wants to show them off, and why not? Bilal Khan is back. Oh, this is a sight for sore eyes. The fans would be cheering. And that's a classy shot indeed. This is all wrist. Zishan Maqsood's playing Bilal as if pace is not a thing in the world.
Absolutely. What a beautiful shot there. Picking the ball quickly and moving it from the off to the leg. Plays such a beautiful shot.
This is beautifully done. First ball boundary. Just what Zishan wanted. Just what Darsait Titans wanted. Much better delivery. And it's a single as well. Wants to go for the second run. And the second run is on offer. Bilal Khan is not happy at all. No, he's not allowing Khurram to get inside. This is done with a bit of camaraderie, not anything else.
They've gone upstairs for a run-out appeal.
Yeah, that is for this one. Zishan was taking it a little easy is what I felt at that time. And plonks his bat down. The rock and roll will tell us if Zishan's reached in time. The reward over here is not only will he save his wicket, but will get an extra run as well and be back on strike.
Absolutely. He
This
seems to have
is the
made
frame which suggests that the bat is plonked on the other side and the ball's yet to disturb the bail. Zishan's all right. The green light suggests that, reassures that. Bit of swing again for Bilal. Whoa, while every single run, literally single run, is being challenged by the fielders for Zishan.
the singles won't worry much for Amerat Royals here. They need some big hits here.
He was standing outside the crease. That might have helped him to cover that extra bit of yard. Of the yard.
Bilal too joined after playing a big role. He had a personal achievement during the recent WCL, picking up his 50th ODI wicket.
Absolutely, and that cake looked delicious too.
Yes. Sporting a new hairstyle.
Bilal's a style icon as well. He's got great fans all over the world. That's it, straight down the ground. Oh, that's very well fielded. Everyone in the world would have thought that's a boundary. Mehran Khan thought otherwise, and he's put his body on the line to try and save that boundary. He has saved valuable runs for his side. This was heading only one way. It was spearing beyond the boundary rope.
That's brilliant fielding by Mehran Khan. Dives and then saves a certain two there. Fantastic all-round cricket over here.
I think he saved 3. He has saved 3 runs, 3 important runs. Not only have Amerat Royals set a target which is huge, they're making it swell as well. Well, that ball will be easily put away by Zishan. For a man who's hitting the balls on the leg side from outside off just because he's picked an area, if you ball on his legs, it's a gift.
Yes, the ball was a bit wavered on the leg side and Zishan makes maximum use of it. Flicks it, fine. No chance for the fielder to stop that.
Bilal's got some thinking to do as well. 2 boundaries in this over. Every ball has been a run-making ball. He's concentrating a lot on the late swing. Zishan's very surprised that the throw did not come in.
Yeah, he's getting a bit of swing there.
And with that single will retain strike as well. 2 overs gone, 26 for 1. Khabar Ali departed without troubling the scorers. Khurram Khan is out there for 1. He's hit a brilliant shot, but that didn't go for 4, courtesy Mehran Khan. Zishan Maqsood started off to blaze 25 of just 8 balls. Chaitra Jayesh Thanki is yet to come. Sachin Kumar Jagra is a good hitter, and he will be very handy with a bat in hand if it's his day. Joshin Vincent can swing the bat for sure, and they bat till Ubaidullah 100%. Do Darsait Titans. Mehran Khan, after some brilliance in the field, with a dive to stop a boundary, he's been given the ball in hand as well. Watch out for those floaters. The keeper is not up to the stumps, and that can be a little indication here that he's going to be concentrating on pace and not swing. He started off with something a little wayward. Zishan Maqsood was looking at the umpire in dismay because it's a legal delivery. It's completely fine. It's taken some part of the batter as it went past him.
Yes, he's known to break partnerships, and that's the reason why Mehran has been brought in. Amerat Royals would rely on Mehran's experience to break this growing partnership here.
Yeah, that's again swiveled, and every time Zishan swiveled today, he's done that with a touch of class.
Saw the ball early there.
That's
Zishan.
the 100th six of the tournament. The 100th six from the captain of Oman, Zishan Maqsood.
What a way to get the 106 of the D10 league. Fantastic 6. He's in tremendous form here, Zishan. 31 of just 10 balls here. Looks for some more big shots coming off his blade.
Out of all the sixes that Zishan has hit, one thing about the story is clear, that he's just concentrating on getting just the distance required. Oh, that's well kept. That is very well kept. Firstly, the keeper coming up is something more. The keeper coming up is something more useful for Mehran, because now he can concentrate on swing, and the batter is also curtailed to the crease. But if that's going to be the line, it's going to be more troublesome for Mehran. Well done, Prateek. That was heading away to the fence.
This time again on the middle and leg, and he swivels again for a boundary there. Zishan is unstoppable here.
Absolutely unstoppable is a word. First the 6, then the 4. He picked his spot nicely. I'll tell you what, 3 fielders, even in that area, still would have gone for 4. 1 is too less. That's the form Zishan's come out to bat in. 35 of 11, and the way he's favoured the leg side today has been great to watch. Now there's another match going on of the women's team, and in between there is some practice going on between these two.
They're trying to learn the trade of cricket here.
Yeah, between 2 boundaries they got. Oh, he's left this one. That'll travel for 4. No, it doesn't. So many stories unfolding beyond the boundaries as well. And as we speak of boundaries, this one will travel to 1.
But this doesn't get the bat.
Wide ball signaled, 5 more runs. Opposition being gifted runs here. Five runs and the ball not counted. That required rate's always going to be high, but look at the current rate, it's catching up. The slower delivery.
आ रहा है ऐसे मार उसको.
That's very interesting.
Wanted a single there. Here's the field for Jishan, who has been in rampaging form. There's a goes for a big one this time, Jishan.
This could
The
be
player-
trouble. This could be trouble. Oh, put down. This should have been taken. Darsait Titans needed a bit of luck, and this might be it. Zishan survives.
Absolutely. It was a simple catch there.
9 out of 10 times this should have been taken. And Ashok sir saying 11 out of 10 times.
Yes, it was a catch to be taken, and that too of Jishan Maqsood. He survives, and Mehran would have got what he was seeking for, a breakthrough in the partnership there. Catches win matches, as they often say, and this could be a costly drop here.
It definitely is a costly over. And only time will tell if it's a costly drop. 36 of 13. Seems so. Now for Khurram, the keeper is standing back. Straight to point. Not ball to end the over. 3 overs gone. 43 for 1. Three overs gone. 43 for 1. Time for spin. Can the captain try and produce magic with the ball in hand? Karan Sonavle. Not if that's the line and length. This is travelling too. Zishan Maqsood is putting good balls away. This is a poor one and he wouldn't spare it.
Yeah, that's not a ball to Jishan, who has been in fantastic form. A short ball, slow ball, picks it very early and dispatches it over the ropes.
Here's half tracker and he used the depth of the crease to great extent. He loves to swivel, doesn't he?
Yes, indeed. And fetches good runs. Already put the bowler under pressure. Getting a 6 of the very first ball.
What an
Jishan
innings
racing
he's
to
playing.
14 of 42.
Yeah, what an innings
42
he's
of 14, sorry.
42 of just 14. His team needed it the most, and that's when he's producing a knock like this. This is stand and deliver. Huge, even huge. Once again, a short ball, and it becomes even shorter because Zishan's standing deep inside the crease. This is beautifully done indeed.
Absolutely hammered it. Jishan has been in terrific form. He has shown what he can, and he is the person on which the whole team would be relying on.
When this tournament started, his teams were scoring 60s and 80s. And look at it now.
Ball
Tells you something about the pitch as well. The ball has to be retrieved from outside the ground. Well done. He went on a searching... He is a searching scout. Well done. The fact that he spotted it where there are no lights. Two balls, 2 sixes. He's peppered the leg side so much. I think he's going to go leg side again. Oh no, he in fact goes straight. Don't bother long on and long off. Would you believe it? Karan's still wondering where exactly to pitch the ball. Half trackers are disappearing for sixes. Anything full, it's a 4. It's another boundary.
This time he tried a different variation, but Jishan comes up with the same result, a boundary. And Jishan is racing to his half century in just 16 balls.
What a half century. This is a valiant effort indeed when his team needed him the most. More boundaries, more sixes. 5 of them, 4 boundaries here.
Strike rate of 325.
Doesn't connect for the best part of the bat, but Zishan's hobbling a little. It's not the way he usually runs.
That's why he's been relying a lot on sixes and boundaries.
I thought he's relying on boundaries because the situation demands so.
No, I did see him hobbling even in the first over when he had come.
Makes life easy for Khurram, you feel? Or Khurram's under similar kind of pressure to try and match the shots as well? Because it's not the kind of series, it's not the kind of game where one is going tonkers and the other one's giving him the strike. That's the 4th delivery that Khurram's faced, and he's picked up another single. He's managed another single.
What's important for Khurram is he's changing ends, giving the strike to Jishan. He knows that Jishan is a person who is in a rampaging mood, so giving him the strike is the best idea for Khurram.
I feel this target demands both the batters to go big. And Zishan's definitely doing that. This time it's one bounce into the hands of the fielder. A single. Karan would have had his heart in his mouth. What an over. This has turned out to be 6-6-4 and then all singles. 4 overs gone, 62 for 1.
That's the dugout of Darsait Titans. They would be hoping that Jishan Maqsood continues this mood.
Something that Zishan can develop a liking for is the extra bounce that Rafiullah will generate. Or will Rafiullah target the block hole from the bird go? A contest to watch out for. Rafiullah to Zishan. An under edge. Will not take that single. This is good thinking from the keeper as well. Immediately the glove came off because he knew there might be a chance of a throw here.
Yes, Rafiullah definitely going to be under pressure here. That's Dean Foxcroft of Gubra Giants, one of the 2 imports that they have hired for the D10 league, having a word with Everett of the national team.
How are you quite sure that it's Everett that he's having a word with? There's another youngster there.
It's a little cute young junior Everett.
White ball signaled. Rafiullah has got to be careful of that. I think the definition of Rafiullah's bowling book, bowl just where you think you cannot hit. This has been a treat to watch. Zishan Maqsood's 54, peppering all parts of the ground. And if these sixers weren't enough, he had more to show, using the depth of the crease, standing and delivering. And leg side favoured more because he is someone who loves to swivel. Well, fortune favours the brave. And Zishan for the moment is very, very brave.
Lucky Jishan there. Top edges, but over the wicket keeper.
No chance. No chance for the keeper. Boundary there, but it's signal leg by, so it doesn't belong to Zishan then. It belongs to Darsait Titans, and Zishan wouldn't mind that. Swing and a miss.
That's Rafiullah's channel of bowling, which he has to bowl.
He's walking. He's walking. Well, was there an edge then? Rafiullah is celebrating. No, neither the keeper came to know, nor the bowler. No one was celebrating. I think Zishan started to walk then. He looked back. If that was any indication, that Zishan started to walk. The keeper was preparing to throw the ball to perhaps point and then to covers, and covers to mid-off to Rafiullah.
No one has appealed, in fact.
Zishan's left. He has realized there might have been an edge. I'm not quite sure if Stump Mike picked it up either. Zishan Maqsood, so unpredictable. And that stays. He lives by the sword, dies by the sword. 54 or 21. What an innings. Darsait Titans 67 for 2.
That's a huge, huge wicket for Amerat Royals.
That's a middle guarding. 3 more balls to come.
Ubaid's come out to bat. And he's got to use a long handle, Ubaidullah. Packs a punch, loves to go straight down the ground. It's been a strange over, isn't it?
Absolutely. 2 strange decisions in the over.
Very good delivery. Very good delivery first up.
Right on the money there, Rafiullah. Bowls a perfect Yorker to welcome Ubaidullah here.
Imagine the world of cricket that we play. The brand of cricket we play, isn't it? The bowler tries his level best to get a batter out and sometimes doesn't even realize he's done so.
Yes.
That's the offside field for Ubaid. 3 men patrolling the boundary rope on the off. A very wide third man, a sweeper and a very wide long off. Another one, which is a very good Yorker. Digs it out, Ubaid picks up a single, starts to tick.
Darsait Titans coming back into the game, but Amerat Royals picking up the wicket of Zishan Maqsood, who actually walked.
The problem with chasing this kind of a huge score is that the required rate will continue to creep up in case there is even 1 over where you don't match. This was Zishan's wicket. And it's very important that we say that it's Zishan's wicket because neither the bowler nor the keeper realized that the batter is out.
Correct.
Zishan believed, you call this sportsman spirit?
Yes.
Or would you call otherwise? I would really say if he believes that he's edged it, yes, he can walk, even though he had all the rights in the world to wait for the umpire's decision to see if umpire felt so as well. But that's Zishan Maqsood for you. He lives by the sword, dies by the sword. 5 overs gone, 69 for 2. The story continues.
Zishan Maqsood, the standout play here. 54 of just 21. Wickets to fall taken by Hemant Tandil, 1 for 13, and Rafiullah 1 for 3 in his 1 over.
The slower delivery from Mehran, but he had picked his spot already. Khurram has to continue from where Zishan's left off. He's given him the baton.
Slow one picked up very nicely by Khurram Khan. Dispatches to the boundary. They need boundaries here.
That was a poor delivery indeed. Khurram Khan was waiting to put that away. Still get a feeling that Khurram's going to go straight down the ground. Because there is no swing on offer, and it's not a bad option at all. Long gone, will pick up a single here, Khurram. Change in voices here. We've got Shoaib Ahmed coming in.
Singles won't help here. Darsait Titans 74 for 2. Mehran in his second over. A swing and a miss there by Ubaidullah. Mehran has done well in this over. Here the Oman women's team preparing for the Gulf Cup. Playing a practice game here. You can see them in the adjacent Oman. Ubaidullah tries for another big shot. Doesn't connect well. Just a single there. And a very warm good evening to Shoaib.
Good evening, Ashok. Thank you so much. Well, a decent fight from Darsait Titans, I would say, but of course not enough against that humongous total of Amerat Royals. Zishan Siddiqui coming into the squad. Meanwhile, Khurram Khan has decided to go straight down the ground. Rafiullah there will be able to stop that. So not much damage, just a single.
Goes for the big one here, Ubaidullah. Doesn't connect it very well. Rafiullah possibly missing the ball in the light, but does well to stop the ball trickling down to the boundary. A lot depends on Ubaidullah. And he goes for a big one, connects it very well. That's a huge 6 for Ubaidullah. A much needed 6 for Darsait Titans. End of overs. Mehran finishing his spell for 30 without any wicket. 82 for 2 in 6 overs.
Six overs, 82 for 2. Rafiullah to continue. Darsait Titans needing 94 from just 24. A very, very improbable task. Highly unlikely.
Rafiullah charging in there. Khurram tries to flick it down the leg, misses it. This is the last ball of Mehran Khan. Ubaidullah goes for a big one, connects it perfectly, and it's a 6 there. Darsait Titans require 94 of 23 now. Highly improbable target.
What Amerat Royals need to do is make sure they restrict Darsait Titans to as low score as possible. Meanwhile, another slow delivery. What that will do is that will help them in their net run rate as well. We've seen them winning 2 out of the 2 games, but we know this is a long tournament, and some time or the other, the law of averages will catch up. In that situation, they need to have that strong net run rate in their favor.
Definitely, they are on top of the game here. They need to consolidate here. Here is a slow one from Rafiullah, beats the batter Khurram Khan totally. Rafiullah bowling a good spell here. Khurram Khan asks for his bat to be replaced. This is the second time he has asked for his bat to be replaced in the innings.
Khurram Khan, of course, has been in the domestic circuit and also for the national side for a long time. What I feel is that he's very good when he hits and middles the ball, but one area where he can improve is the dot ball percentage. If he can convert those dot balls into singles, I think that will really upgrade Khurram to 2.0, because what he does is he plays a few dot balls and then hits a boundary, and that just averages out everything.
Quite true here, Shoaib. And this one, he gets it in his slot. Tries to hit it high, but straight to the fielder there. Just a single. Guess that he has listened to you here. Picked up a single.
But he needs to do that more often. A very well spread out field. Orthodox field setting. Of course, the third man is on the boundary for the fast bowler, Rafiullah. 3 men on the off and 1 on the onside. Wide signalled by the umpire, and rightly so, Navneet Krishnan.
Yeah, quite a wayward length and line there by Rafiullah. Conceding extras. Darsait Titans still require a huge 92 to win of just 21 balls. A very dugout there. Someone has to play a cameo there.
Slapped straight down the ground, Ubaid. Rafiullah also has done really well for himself. In the D20 also, he announced himself on that platform, and even in this D10, he's having a good run of play. And he has a very unique role in Amerat Royals, very flexible in that batting, and his 2 overs are also very handy.
Yeah, couldn't do much with the bat, but this time Ubaidullah plays it straight to the long off boundary. Just a single. And here there are smiles in Amerat Royals dugout. Quite relaxed. They know that they are on course for a massive target win. A no ball there. Extras coming in. A free hit coming now.
Well, the commentator's curse in full effect. We spoke so highly about Rafi, and he's come out and bowled a no ball. And this is good smart bowling. For the free hit, he's come with a shorter run up so that he can be more accurate with his line and length, and does well. Only a single on that free hit. 7 overs gone. Darsait Titans are 88 for 2.
Families enjoying there. Kids learning the tricks of the trade. Cricket played on both the grounds. One ground featuring women cricketers, the other the D10. A new bowler in charge, Khafidur, coming in to attack. Khafidur Nabi Siddiqui, a left arm orthodox spinner. He'll be bowling to Ubaidullah. Darsait Titans 88 for 2.
Left arm spinner. Gets some turn. Nice and good bowling action. Very similar to Sir Ravindra Jadeja. Bowls really well and very quick as well. Like Ravindra Jadeja, he does like to wait for too long, likes to finish his overs very quickly.
Yes, indeed. He's got a lot of similarities with the Indian star. Bowls a shorter ball. And it's a catch. A brilliant catch there by Akshay to remove Khurram Khan. Kafid strikes in the second ball of his over. Khurram Khan caught by Akshay.
Well, Khurram Khan, almost a runner ball. That is what we are talking about. Wanted to go for a big hit. Did not get the elevation nor the distance. And found the fielder at cow corner. So Khurram Khan, after scoring 11 of 13, not the greatest of performances, is walking back. Hafidun Nabi gets his first. Darsait Titans are 89 for 3.
हफीज नहीं बराबर है रहने दे कोई बात नहीं
Sachin Kumar Jagra is the new man in.
Karan बस
Hafid to continue. This is a much better length. Outside off. Gets some turn as well.
Much better delivery by Kafid, though he was lucky to pick up the wicket of Khurram there. Sachin, the new batter, would have to go for big shots. Comes down the pitch, gets an inside edge. Just a single there.
Well, Hafid has a very nice and simple left arm bowling action like Jadeja. Comes very close to that popping crease. Very simple, very orthodox. No complications whatsoever.
Ubadullah goes for a big one this time. Clears the ropes. Much needed 6 there. Darsait Titans crawling, I would say, despite the 6 towards the target they have. A huge target.
Played straight down the ground. Good use of the feet. Stepping down, coming to the pitch of the ball and getting half a dozen. This time he rocks back, cuts it hard. But there is protection in the deep, and this is a much better ball from the bowler. Hafid has to bowl consistently in that area. 8 overs gone. Darsait Titans are 97 for 3.
make it fast Ubaid make it fast okay captain make it fast running out of time how much time later
few Omanis there come to watch an interesting T10 game here. There we have Kapil Venkatachalam on the screen, a smile. Mazhar Salim, Oman's assistant team coach there on the left, enjoying a game after coming with a successful tour to Dubai. Oman had competed at the WCL leg in Abu Dhabi. That's a wide ball there.
We'll have to bowl that again. Akshay been brought into the attack for the first time in the innings. So he has a different bowling action. I remember somebody that's gone all the way. We'll discuss that after this description of this very effective shot from Ubaid. It was in the slot, asking to be hit, and it was placed to perfection, bisecting those two fielders at long on and mid-wicket for 4.
Absolutely, Ubaid picked up the ball very quickly and then pierced the fielders there for a much needed boundary.
Oh, this is much better on the back foot and has cleared the fielder, cleared the ropes, cleared the hoardings. It's gone into the seating area for a 6. So a boundary now followed by a 6, and Ubaid is showing what he's made of. A lot of conviction, a lot of skill.
He indeed is a very talented player here. Ubaid goes for a big one, uses the crease and dispatches it over the mid-wicket boundary.
Zishan Siddiqui, the skipper of the Omani national side as well, and for the Darsait Titans as well. Zishan Maqsood, apologies. Zishan Siddiqui is also a part of the Oman cricket. Always gets confused.
Just a single there. Akshay has come back strongly after being hit for a 6 by Ubaidullah. Jishan's dismissal definitely would raise a debate on walking. And this is a big hit this time. And dropped. Dropped on the boundary there.
Complacency creeping in. The Amerat Royals, they know they have the game, but that does not mean that you let the leash loose. You have the game in your hands, the grip is tight, do not let that go. That was a very ordinary effort there. And another ordinary effort. So a catch dropped and then a simple ball being misfielded by Rafiullah.
Yes, two examples of complacency there. First by Kafid on the ropes, cost a 6. And the next by Rafiullah. The last ball of the over coming up. Straight to the fielder, Kafid. This time he does well. Just a single. At the end of 9 overs, Darsait Titans 118 for 3.
9 overs gone, 118 for 3.
हाँ ऐसे यासिर थोड़ा बस सही है.
Kafid coming back into the attack. This one Ubaidullah goes for a big one. Connects it perfectly and there's a huge 6. 124 for 3. Still Darsait Titans needing 52 of 5 balls. Impossible target now.
Well, all this is just consolation effort. They're trying to get as close to the target as possible. Of course, winning is out of the equation, but fighting is not. And that is what the Darsait Titans are doing. They're fighting till the last ball. But meanwhile, a fight has been taken to the Darsait Titans. It's Kafid who strikes. Clean bowled. Sachin Jagra going for another ambitious shot, going for glory. But Kafid strikes and strikes well.
Kafid comes back strongly. Sachin playing a shot too many. Misses it completely while going for it. And he's clean bowled there.
Well, he should have played that straight. He tried to go across the line. And that is what brought his downfall. Sachin Jagra 16 of 7. Darsait Titans 124 for 4.
आजा काफी जल्दी खत्म कर दे. स्टंप में रखना चारों. आजा आजा.
Joshin Vincent, the new batter, going to face Kafid. Just a single there. Conceded. Doesn't help much for Darsait Titans here. A perfect clinical performance there by Amerat Royals. The batters did it and the bowlers followed it up. Ubaid goes for a big one and is well caught by Rafiullah on the ropes. So that's the end of Ubaid's innings. 29 of 14.
Well, another wicket, another success for the left-handed bowler, Kafid. One shot too many from Ubaid. Stepping down the track, it was not in his zone. He still went for it. and a very good catch effected there from Rafiullah. Yes, he had misfielded in the previous over, but he's covered that up brilliantly with that catch. Ubaidullah, 29 of 15. Darsait Titans, 125 for 5.
Joshin Vincent trying to hit the ball out of the ground, doesn't connect anything except that it's just falls on his pads.
Last ball of the innings of the game. Flighted delivery, another swing and another miss. This has been the story of Darsait Titans. It has been more about the misses than the hits. And Amerat Royals have hit the bullseye with this victory. 2 important points, have been unbeaten in this edition of Fancode D10, and they look like a side to beat. Brilliantly done with the ball, with the bat. Exceptional performance from Amerat Royals. And the special part, the best part of Amerat Royals is that they play like a team and they win like a team.
Quite an all-round performance here, Shoaib. The batters ensured that they had a huge total to defend, and that the bowlers ensured that they didn't give much of a room for the Darsait Titan batters, and that's the story. Handshakes all around. Sportsman spirit at its best. Amerat Royals winning the 3rd match on a trot. Nothing much for Darsait Titans except a half century by Jishan Maqsood, 54 of 21, and Ubaidullah's 29 of 15. Hemel Tandil picked up 1 for 13, and Khafidun Nabi in this last over picked up 3 for 17. Darsait Titans were restricted to 126 for 5.
Right, so the second innings started off well again for Amerat Royals. The momentum was always in their favour. They kept at it. Of course, Zishan Maqsood, apologies, has been exceptional with the bat. He tried and he came in with a lot of aggression, played the shots all around the park. Of course, he's very strong on the onside and he made full use of those deliveries, half trackers, those were deposited in the stands and beyond. Until this happened, he just walked after getting an edge, and after that wicket, there was no respite for the Darsait Titans batters. They tried their best, but their best was not enough. They kept losing wickets at regular intervals, and when you do that, the chase is always very, very difficult. Amerat Royals were exceptional with the ball and in the field as well, barring a few misfields. But other than that, it has been an Amerat Royals evening.
Amerat Royals 175 for 4, Pratik Atavale 65 of 23, Akshay 50 of 18, and then restricted Darsait Titans for 126. Jishan Maqsood, the only batter to score a decent score, 54. Ubaidullah coming up with 29. Amanpreet Singh picked up 3 wickets for Darsait Titans. Khafidun Nabi picked up 3 for Amerat Royals.
Right, so that is the match summary. Of course, we've still got the post-match presentation, which we'll be bringing you live after a short little break. So stay tuned.
at the Oman Cricket Academy. It's been absolute carnage in the middle. As much as 301 runs scored in this particular fixture in a T10 contest goes on to show the kind of hitting Amerat Royals and also the Darsait Titans brought in. Of course, fair to say, they look like the team to beat in the tournament at the moment. Batting first, Amerat Royals got to 175 for 4 in their 10 overs. This innings of theirs included 12 sixes and 15 fours. And for Darsait Titans, though, it was always going to be catch-up as they never really got going. And Amerat Royals went on to win this game by 49 runs after restricting Darsait Titans to 126 for 5. In the presentation, I have with me Mr. Kishore Chandani, Asia Pacific Head for the National Pharmaceutical Industries. He'll be handing over the medallion as well as the gift hamper from Odd Anam to the player of the match, and it goes to Pratik Athavale for his scintillating 65 of 23, which included 8 fours and 4 sixes that powered their team to 175 for 4. An opening partnership with Akshay, 112 runs in only 34 deliveries. That's the kind of impact he had in the middle. That's Pratik Athavale for you. Player of the match in this fixture against Darsait Titans, being awarded by Kishore Chandani. Pratik, ये जो बल्लेबाजी की आपने आज कुछ अलग ही लय में आप दिखाई दे रहे थे.
हमने जैसे डिसाइड किया था कि हम लोग टॉस जीत के बैटिंग लेंगे और मेरा जो गेम है जो हम लोग पावर प्ले में मेरे को सिर्फ सर्कल क्लियर करना था, तो मैं वो उसके हिसाब से मैं बैटिंग कर रहा था.
बातचीत क्या हो रही थी आप और अक्षय के बीच में, क्योंकि एक समय में ऐसा लगा आप दोनों का कंपटीशन चल रहा है कौन ज़्यादा सिक्स मारने वाले.
नहीं, हमारा यही चल रहा था कि जो भी है दोनों साइड से एंजॉय करेंगे, वो उसका गेम खेलेगा, मैं मेरा गेम खेलूंगा. दैट्स इट.
Right, very well done, Pratik. All the very best and good luck to Amerat Royals as well. That's player of the match, Pratik Athavale, for his wonderful 65-23. We have another match coming up between Azeba 11 and Gubra Giants. We'll head into a short break. When we come back, we get you live action.